Well, multiple road rage shootings in North Texas over the last week have many of us wondering what is going on. What could even lead to something like this? Well, there's a mentality behind it, says Leigh Richardson. She's a licensed professional therapist, a counselor with the Brain Performance Center in Dallas. Leigh, how does this even happen?
Well, there's a whole psychology behind anger and road rage. I mean, someone leaves a house and maybe they haven't left enough time for them to get there, and they're going someplace that they haven't been before, and they have to, make a U-turn, and it's crazy. And it gets them very, very frustrated. And, I think we're all more stuck in that fight or flight mode these days, where we're so reactionary that something happens and we just, boom, we react to it. And we don't have the intent of doing that when we leave the house. But I think that, there's a lot of things that cause traffic accidents. Maybe somebody confronts you. Maybe somebody, honks that horn or gives you one of those hand gestures, and that can be enough just to enrage you and set you off.
Yeah, just take it to another level for sure. What are some things that we can do instead to, not let those moments turn into something more? Not all of us are obviously going to pull a handgun, but we might cut somebody off in traffic. Like you said, flip somebody off. Those aren't appropriate things to do. So what should we do instead?
Well, everybody should just concentrate on their own driving and not the other person's. I think that we all need to remind ourselves that whatever happens on the road, it's not personal. And, ask yourself the question, is it really worth it to get out of the car? And because you don't know how dangerous the other person is. I mean, what are the consequences involved with that?
How much of it is on us if somebody else is, kind of starting, if we feel somebody else is kind of starting it, how much of it is on us to just, hey, step back and let it go. Don't escalate the situation.
And I think, that's much easier said than done. People feel like when they've been challenged, and road rage happens to women as well as men. We know that from what's happened in Dallas recently. But I think that we all have to learn to control our own behavior. And it's like what I tell my kids growing up. Focus on what you can control. And the rest of it, you have to let it go.
That is Leigh Richardson from the Brain Performance Center in Dallas.